Now let's discuss the geography of Mecca, the golden mean point of the Earth. Mecca, positioned at approximately 21.42 degrees north latitude and 39.82 degrees east longitude, sits at an intriguing intersection between geography and spirituality. Muslims face Mecca in their prayers as a demonstration of unity and alignment with a sacred location. The pilgrimage, or Hajj, performed annually, brings Muslims from diverse backgrounds together in one shared purpose, further emphasizing Mecca's role as a universal center. Interestingly, Mecca's geographical coordinates open up the possibility that it represents not only a spiritual center, but also a mathematical one, particularly when viewed in relation to Earth's dimensions. The Earth is vast, with its surface divided into continents, oceans, and regions. However, if we were to consider the Earth as a geometric body, could Mecca occupy a point of balance? Many have speculated that Mecca's location corresponds to the golden mean of the Earth, a notion that suggests the city lies at a perfect proportional distance between the Earth's extremities. This idea proposes that Mecca is not just central to the Muslim world, but to the entire world itself, mathematically aligned with the principles of the golden ratio. This is where the spiritual significance of Mecca merges with the mathematical beauty of nature's most harmonious proportion. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence for Mecca's alignment with the golden ratio comes from the proportions between the Earth's poles and Mecca's location. If we think of the Earth in terms of distances from the North Pole to the South Pole, Mecca's position is remarkably close to what we would expect for a golden ratio point. The key aspect of this ratio is the way it can be expressed as a proportion. The golden ratio often appears when comparing distances or parts of a whole. For example, let's examine the distance between Mecca and the North Pole and South Pole. By comparing these distances, we can identify how they align with this ratio. The distance from Mecca to the North Pole is approximately 7,624 kilometers, and the distance from Mecca to the South Pole is approximately 12,390 kilometers. Calculating the ratio between these two distances yields a value close to the golden ratio. Specifically, the ratio of the distance from Mecca to the North Pole compared to the South Pole is 1.625, which is approximately equal to 1.618. Similarly, when we calculate the inverse ratio, dividing the distance to the South Pole by the distance to the North Pole, we get approximately 0.615, which is the reciprocal of the golden ratio. This suggests that Mecca divides the planet's northern and southern hemispheres in a way that reflects the same proportions found in the golden ratio. This proportion can be seen as symbolic of balance. The north and south poles represent the extremities of the Earth's axis, while Mecca, positioned between them, could be seen as a harmonious center, a physical manifestation of the equilibrium that this ratio embodies. Another interesting aspect